With the passage of time, Magad became the most powerful of the different kingdoms that were existing in India during that period of time. Several dynasties ruled the Magad kingdom before the formation of the Mauryan Empire. The last ruler of the Magad kingdom before the formation of the Mauryan Empire was Dhananand, who belonged to the Nanda dynasty, which was extremely powerful and it was also extremely wealthy. The power of the Magad kingdom was so great that when Alexander came to our country, his soldiers were not ready to uh, come to the Indo-Gangetic region because of the fear of the Magad army. So, and in my previous class, uh, I had told you that, and one of the video that I sent you yesterday in my previous class, you must have seen that after Alexander returned back uh, from here, the political situation in our country became such that it became convenient uh, for the Mauryan rulers to bring all these regions under their control, and which led to the formation of the first empire in our country. So we will be discussing about that. We will also be talking about the Mauryan rulers who one after another uh, ruled the Mauryan Empire and took it to its height, and ultimately it also declined in around 187 BC. So we will be discussing about these things today in this topic. The Mauryan Empire was the first and the largest of the empires established in India. With the establishment of the Mauryan Empire, an era of political unity starts in India, which we also known as the Mauryan period. Chandragupta Maurya was the founder of the Mauryan Empire. He established a vast empire by bringing an end to the existence of small and petty states spread in different parts of the country. Ashoka the Great, who gave to the world a message of love and peace, belonged to the Mauryan dynasty. As I told you, the first Mauryan emperor was Chandragupta Maurya, who established a vast empire by his conquest after defeating Dhananand, who was the last ruler of the Nanda dynasty of Magad. The vast Mauryan Empire extended from Afghanistan in the west to Assam in the east, and from Kashmir in the north to Karnataka in the south. It was only the extreme southern part of the country which were ruled by the Pals, the Cholas, and the Pallavs and Cheras. That was only outside the control of the Mauryan rulers. Rest of the country was uh, brought under political unity by Chandragupta Maurya. One more region which was not under the control of the Mauryan rulers during the Chandragupta Maurya period was Orissa, which was brought under control by Ashoka. You must be knowing that Ashoka won the war and added the regions of Orissa under the Mauryan Empire, but it was after that war that he left warfare, and later on he adopted Buddhism and started became one of the biggest preachers of Buddhist religion in the country and outside also. Well, Patliputra was the capital of the Mauryan Empire. Chandragupta Maurya ruled for 24 years from 324 BC to 300 BC. It is said that towards the end of his rule, he abdicated the throne in favor of his son Bindusar. And he adopted Jainism and went to Sravanabellagola in Karnataka, where he died as an ascetic in 298 BC. However, Chandragupta Maurya was succeeded by Bindusar, his son, in 300 BC, who continued to rule up till 273 BC. He established friendly relations with other countries. It was during his time that ambassadors of Egypt and Syria came to the court of Bindusar in Patliputra. Dionysius was sent as an ambassador to Egypt, ambassador of Egypt, by the Egyptian ruler Ptolemy Philadelphus to the court of Bindusar. After the death of Bindusar in 273 BC, his son Ashoka came to power. He conquered Kalinga and added it to his empire. We come to know about this from the Ashoka's Rock Edict 13. It also appears from that Rock Edict that the conquest of Kalinga was first and the last victory of the life of Ashoka. Ashoka was coronated in 269 BC, and he was very popularly known as Devanam Priya and Priyadashi, and also Piyadashi in the Buddhist literary works. He adopted Buddhism in his later life and spent his life in the preaching and propagating the Buddhist religion. However, he died around 232 BC. He was succeeded by several other rulers of the Mauryan dynasty. Kunal was a successor of Ashoka. Then Samprati, Dasrath, Devvarman and Brihadatta followed one after another. But these rulers of the Mauryan dynasty were not very powerful and competent. So the Mauryan dynasty, the rule of the Mauryans started declining. And ultimately, it was in 187 BC that one of the commander of the Mauryan army, Pushyamitra Sunga, murdered Brihadratha, the last ruler of the Mauryan dynasty, and established his own rule in the central part of the Mauryan Empire. This was how the Mauryan dynasty came to an end, the Mauryan rule came to an end, and which was overtaken by the Sunga dynasty, which was established by Pushyamitra Sunga in 187 BC.